All right, Shalom. I just wanted to do a quick commentary over a couple of the clips from Deacon's recent live streams, just to do a little bit of a response to some of the things that this individual says. Now, this one, I actually was planning on doing this video like a week ago, but I got sidetracked. So the other day, I got sent this video by somebody on my Discord, and what this is Jay took a clip from one of Deacon's recent live streams, and apparently what happens here is somebody sent Deacon, right, Deacon Hakah, they sent him a video of like Donald Trump saying, some things that, sound like what Sicarii teach, right? So he did a video about it. But yeah, the ironic thing is, it turns out that the video that he's talking about with Trump talking, it's actually an AI generated video, and this guy didn't even know. Like, he was using it to try to like prove a point, but then dudes in the comment board were pointing out, hey man, that's CGI, that's not real. So Deacon didn't even have the discernment to notice that the Donald Trump video was actually like AI generated. So I'm gonna play this and then I'm gonna pause it when I want to comment.
And it's a short clip. It's a short clip. So it says message for the chosen. I don't have TikTok. This was sent to me. So I want you guys to take a listen and let's break down what he's saying. Can you hear the audio clearly?
They know that this is God, chosen people, and this is their land. And 144,000 has already been awakened, regaining the memories, and soon to have their powers. When this solar flash hit the cabal, won't know what to do with them. These are the first fruit. The 144,000 is sealed and awake. I don't think the cabal understand what this means.
So he's
right. Seriously, you can clearly see that Trump's mouth doesn't line up with the words that he's saying, right? And why is that? Because this is not a real recording of Donald Trump talking. This is a AI generated video. A computer took Trump's picture and his voice, and it was able to reproduce it in a way that you see him talking, but it made up what he's saying. Like, say for instance, Deacon, I could do the same thing with you. I could go get a computer, download some software, and I can make an AI video of Deacon Hakah sitting there with his blue hat and blue shirt in front of the Jesus picture, and I could make him say, Christianity is the truth. Whites are the Israelites and black people are the Edomites in the Bible. Like, literally, I could make a video using AI and make you say that. That doesn't mean that was actually you who said it, because it's a fake video. But still, I could take an AI computer and it can generate a fake video of you sitting there saying that with your voice. It's the same thing that they did with Donald Trump. So again, it's just laughable to me how this guy didn't realize that this is clearly, CGI. And AI created image here and artificial voice, right? So it took Trump's voice, but it made it say what the AI wants it to say, right? Where you can type in what you want the AI to say, and it will say it in his voice. Hell, there is even, like, say for instance, right? Even for kid apps, you could go on the Google store, right, or the Play Store, and there's apps you can download where you can like talk into it and it will change your voice into like a famous person, right, or an actor or a character from a kid movie, right? You could talk into it and it will change your voice into the character's voice, right? So what you say will come out of the iPad or your phone or whatever as the same thing, but it will come out in the voice of that character that you select. So same thing here. Same thing with this. It's just remarkable to me that this guy couldn't figure that out, right? Like he's using this to try to like prove a point that Donald Trump said, something about the 144,000 and about the elect. Well, I got to do a video about this. It's like, well, sure, if it was real, it'd be worth a video, but if it's fake, then why the hell do a video about it? like say for instance, right? Like what if somebody made an AI video of like, I don't know, like vocab Malone viciously attacking Gorilla Hebrew, right? Like say if somebody did that, right? It's like it's not worth doing a video about because it was fake. It wasn't real. Now, if it was real, of course, that would be, worthy of many videos. But since it's fake, it's not worthy of doing a video response to because it's not real, right? It's artificially generated. So again, it's just a good example to show, this guy just doesn't know what he's talking about. It's weird, right? How he fell for that, right? This guy, again, is supposedly some type of like knowledgeable top teacher, but yet he fell for simple AI trickery. I mean, come on. And don't get me wrong, I'll say this at the beginning of the video. I'm not doing this video to hate on Sicarii, right? Because unlike other people out there, I don't sit there and, call these guys niggas and false prophets and, among all the other, wording people use. I don't sit there and say that. In fact, I don't hate this guy. Not at all. I think, Deacon's actually a very smart guy. But, as the saying goes, right, a broken clock is right twice a day, excuse me, right? A broken clock is still right twice a day. Right? So same with this guy. Very smart, but certainly goes off on certain things that he says. And I think it's undeniably proven, as I'm going to demonstrate in this video. So again, I don't do this to hate on the Sicarii group or on Deacon Hakah or Hassad or, Gorilla, but I'm simply stating, these guys clearly have some flaws with what they're saying. Like, say, for instance, recently Gorilla Hebrew said to somebody that called into one of his shows, he told the caller that, hey, look, we totally reject Paul's epistles. We reject Paul. Then they have to do a moonwalk backwards and try to say, well, he said that, but he didn't mean it like that, right? So either they have to come back and say, well, he misspoke there, or, admit that they don't know what they're talking about. Basically, that's what they have to do, because Gorilla Hebrew, Alazar, he said on a recent stream that the Sicarii group rejects Paul's writings. Like, he didn't say, we reject certain writings, or we believe some of it was inspired and some not inspired. He literally said, we reject Paul's writings. Now they're trying to, do a patch job, so to speak, and try to say, well, he meant, like we believe that some of it is inspired and some of it's not inspired. We're not saying that it's not totally inspired at all. So again, they're doing like a moonwalk backwards, basically, trying to, recount their steps, so they can, restate what they said so they can make themselves, look better than how they're looking. In a nutshell, that's what these guys are doing.
Talking about the Kabbalah, I don't mess with the Kabbalah for one. I don't mess with the Kabbalah. You said it's too low? It's too low? Somebody said this is AI. Is AI?
Yeah, you saw that. People are in the comments there going by, right, the live chat replay, as you see on the right. And they're calling him out as like, Deacon, that's AI, man, right? That's a voiceover, as that dude right there said, right? So some people are calling this guy out. And you saw how shocked he was in his voice, right? Like, whoa, this is AI, right? This isn't real. He saw that he got shocked by that. Like, he didn't expect people to say something. Right? And he didn't even know himself, but at least some people in the comment board had some smarts to say, well, wait a second, that's not real. That's not a real video. Like, seriously, Deacon, you can't tell me that you've never heard of there being, an AI generated video before. And if you did know about it, well, you should have considered before you showed this on the live stream. You should have watched it and looked into like the origin of the clip before you go out and share it to thousands of people as, true information. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous.
It's a voiceover? Well, whose voice is it?
He said it's a voiceover. Well, whose voice is it? It's like, dude, they did take Donald Trump's voice but they made it say something that he didn't actually say. Like, say for instance, right? Even on YouTube, time to time, I get a ad where they use Donald Trump on screen, and then you hear him speak in his voice. And he literally says something along the lines of, we're giving away, free gold coins. You can call this number now to get your order before they are all gone. Or something like that. I'm sure you've all seen him as well. But it's like, seriously, see, they took Trump's voice to do that. So it's not an actor playing his voice. They just put it into AI and it copied the man's voice and his picture. Again, this is not complex to understand.
Somebody said, I shared this on TikTok. I shared this on TikTok. Well, let's play it.
Chosen ones are already awoke and gaining all of their memories. This mean bad business. They know what's coming. Just picture this. 144,000 black people with superpower godlike abilities. Me and Putin try to warn them we're dealing with something we don't quite understand. They are ancient gods, primordial.
Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think this.
Right, so he's saying now after people called him out, now he's saying, hey, I don't know, it's just 50-50, right? It might actually be a leaked video clip of Donald Trump, or it might be AI generated, right? So he's still on the fence, like maybe this is actually real, right? So he can't he can't figure that out from everything being shown here, that this is clearly AI generated. Like, he's saying, oh, it could still be on the fence. Well, he's only saying that because in the video, right, Trump's talking about black people and 144,000. That's the only reason he wants it to be real. If Trump mentioned, white people being of the 144,000, he wouldn't play that clip. But since he's talking about them being black, all of a sudden now he'll play the clip, though. Right? I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. So again, if Donald Trump like was talking about the Bible, but he mentioned, that whites are the Israelites, or 144,000 are white people, Deacon wouldn't address that. But since he mentioned them being black, that's really the reason he addressed it. So he doesn't really care if Trump talks about the Bible at all. It's just if he mentions black, then he'll talk about it. I mean, that's just ridiculous right there. That's just ridiculous. But it's true. That's the only reason why these guys would play the clip, right? They don't care if Trump talks about anything else in the Bible. But once he mentions those blacks, then all of a sudden he's going to talk about it. Which, of course, I agree, the blacks are the Israelites according to the Bible. That's certainly true. But again, I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy here, that, he'll just talk about it because he mentioned the word black. But if he said the same thing about the elect and just called them white, then Deacon wouldn't, touch the video with a 20-foot pole, basically. That's the level of hypocrisy, involved with this. So again, he doesn't want it to be fake because he wants it to be true that Donald Trump said these things when he clearly did not. Right? So he's just trying to, hold on to that imagination, basically.
Leaked. I think this is leaked truth.
He said, hold on a second. Let's listen to it.
Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think this is leaked. I think this is leaked truth.
He said, I don't know, man. I think this is leaked, right? I think this is a leaked truth, right? Meaning what? That the audio of this video was leaked, right, to the public. Like, seriously, man, come on. You're just, trying to hold on to it in any way you can, because even your audience is seeing that this is not true. So again, man, as one whose job it is to try to teach people the Bible and, end times and, world news and, stuff like that, you should have done a little bit more research, into what you're saying. Like, say, for instance, right, if I do a video about, a big world event, like, say, for instance, if there's an article that comes up that says that American troops are fighting in Ukraine, I would be like, well, let me look into that real quick. I'm not just gonna, start up a live stream like a New York prepper inside joke. Shout out to anybody that knows who I'm making fun of. Right? I'm not gonna just start up a live stream to get views like New York prepper would do. Right? I'm actually gonna look into the topic and see and verify this by multiple different news agencies to see if that's really happening or if it's just one news article somebody made up to get people to click it, right? To get views on it, right? To get clicks. So again, same thing with you, Deacon, right? You have a responsibility to look at the information before you present it to the people. Again, this would be the same guy that would fall for it. Like if you send this guy on his what's this thing called? Sicarii Varsity, right? Their online academy. Like if you send them a video there of Vocab Malone, chasing a damn Hassad around with a spatula, they would take that and believe it that's real. And say, well, see what Vocab Malone exposed. It's like, dummy, that's a AI generated video. That's not real. But they would believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's just remarkable to me, this level of foolery right here.
I think this is leaked truth. Let's play it again.
They know that this is God, chosen people, and this is their land, and 144,000 has already been awakened, regaining the memories, and soon to have their powers. When this solar flash hit the cabal, won't know what to do with them. These are the first fruits. The 144,000 is sealed and awake. I don't think the cabal understand what this means. The chosen ones are already awoken and gaining all of their memories. This means bad business for them. They know what's coming. Just picture this. 144,000 black people with superpower godlike abilities. Me and Putin try to warn them we're dealing with something.
No, hold on. Let me post this comment real quick. Who just said that? Hold up. Somebody said, where's he at? Kashab said, that's something Zayazar made. Oh, man. Slow it down. Nah. I hear some people saying it's real. Some people saying it might be fake. Somebody said, watch his mouth closely. Pause. Right? Now, is what he's saying true?
One dummy in the comments said, Deacon, this truth. Right? But then most of the people, like, it honestly seems like if you've been paying attention to the side chat there, it honestly seems like it's split 50-50. Or maybe 40 to 60, right? 60% say it's fake, 40% say it's real, right? It seems to be almost evenly split, right? So some of these people are just believing this because Deacon's showing them the video. Some of them are saying, hey, this doesn't totally add up. So hell, some people at least seem to be using their brains, so at least that's good.
Is what he's saying true? Is the question. He said,
yeah, Aaron Moore there in the chat knows what they're talking about. Said it's clearly fake, and then 6 Cent said it's fake 100%. Yeah, some of these guys know what's going on, man. Right? Some of these guys, are able to, they got that eye to see, right? They can see through the deception.
the 144,000 is already awake. Now, I don't know if I want to say, I can't say that 144,000 is already awake yet, because if they were, then there would be World War III already.
Well, to be fair, right, we're in the beginning stages of it. Like, say for instance, right, World War I, that didn't just all end in 1 year. That was like a multiple, year event. Same thing with the Second World War, and basically all wars, right? All of the wars last multiple years and years, right? So it's not just something that, well, it's World War III today and then the world's destroyed tomorrow or next week. I mean, that's just not true, man. So we're truly in the beginning stages of World War III. Now, as far as all the elect being sealed, I wouldn't say that that's true. I think there are some people out there who are of the elect who, as of right now, might be an unbeliever, but then maybe, in the near future will become a believer. I know Dahar says, right, Apostle Dahar, leader of Great Millstone, he says that all of the 144,000 are likely sealed. Right? That's what he said. I believe it was like 2 years ago he said that. Right? So he was saying that in like 2022, right? 2000 late 2021. It was he was saying that all the elect are most likely sealed at this point. So again, I'd agree that it's likely true that not every one of the elect is sealed, but I believe it's certainly nearing all of them. Sure. And that would make sense because we're seeing all the things take place that, Christ warned about, leading up to his second return to the earth. So that makes sense to say that many of them are certainly